Welcome to another edition of Darkness in Dublin. Tonight's interesting chat will be between Duncan, the resident angry Scotsman, and Damien, the resident smart person of Germanic distinction. Of course, we will all, as always, Duncan is working out and drinking in his gym, and anybody who wants to show up is always welcome. Take it away.
Yep. Damien will have texted Duncan beforehand, at least roughly an hour before he would arrive. And at the appointed time, Damien knocks on the door and waits for a response.
Is that you?
Aye.
All right.
And he opens the door. Yeah, Duncan, how are you doing?
I'm fine, as always.
Glad to hear that.
400 later, and I'm a new man.
New man. Funny you mentioned that.
No, why is that funny then?
So I'll stop now before I accidentally offend you, but at least I'm trying. I'm sure you heard about the whole tohuwabohu about, Aisha having tried to end the world, and we managed to stop him.
Oh, aye, you lot are running around doing all manner of things. Congratulations to you.
Yeah, we managed under great sacrifice to close all the 7 doors.
Well, if that was what you're trying to do, I'm glad you did it. If it wasn't, well, sorry about all your doors.
I'm talking here about 7 seals to the apocalypse kind of bullshit.
It sounds like it was a big deal. I'm glad you fixed whatever it was. Congratulations.
Yeah, of course. You don't give a fuck.
It's not.
Why do I forget that?
It's not that I didn't care, son. It's that it's already happened. And you're alive, and those that was with you, some of them are alive, and
some are dead, yes.
And something else is going to happen next. It's just kind of how the world works, isn't it?
Do you want to tell me that stuff like this is a regular occurrence?
Oh, aye, sir. Get used to it.
Damien just gives him that look like, are you fucking kidding me? Sort of halfway like, oh, fuck.
Son, my roommate's a god. My uncle created the book, What Trapped the God. He lives upstairs and drinks all my whiskey. I've got a book that does all manner of crazy things about the undead and necromancy, and I'm speaking to necromantic energy. Do you think that the world ending is something that's going to phase me?
Good point.
Whenever you start talking.
Well, I'm only in this game since roughly a year.
Oh, sir. But you're not. So you're a smart lad, one of those brain thinking fellas, ain't you?
Yeah. I had to learn my stuff so that I could become an archaeologist. Yeah.
All right, and so what I'll do is I'll give you a little mental exercise. Remember, I'm not just a physical trainer. Sometimes I have to teach you to think tactically. So here's what I'll do. So you can do what you can do, yeah?
If you're referring to my spheres of magic and what I can do with them, yeah. I've also got some rotes under my belt.
Okay, you're a pretty nice fella then, yeah?
Nice. Please define in what context you mean nice.
You didn't want to hurt anyone like right now.
No, not really. I feel actually relatively peaceful.
Okay.
Apart when I think from SciShow, and then I want to rip his heart out because that's what he did to me.
Right. It's okay. You have another one then, don't you?
Yeah. Before I knew what happened, he did a Kalima on me. I just can't describe it in another way. I see my life starting flashing in front of my eyes, and he had this animatronic heart I'd given him, not expecting him ripping out my heart, pushed it in, and I know I should be freaked out, but I feel fine. Actually, I feel better than fine. I've got the feeling that I could run a marathon
Okay.
and probably not feel awful at the end of it.
Okay. So you're you, yeah.
I am still my own person. The soul is still there, although that was rendered to 60% away from my body for a short time. Long story, but I got the rest back. As far as I know, my mind still works, and me body seems to be fine. But
Okay.
feel free to check. I mean, feel free to give me a look over, just in case that I'm missing something that I'm not seeing.
The pawn to the exercise is very simple. Now imagine if you were Hitler
Okay.
and could do what you do.
Yeah, that would be very worrying. Yeah, that'd be a
Okay.
nightmare, I dare say.
So think about this. Not everyone what we do is a nice
Mm.
fella. Just let that sink in a bit.
Uh, Damien just sort of, do you mind if we maybe go to your bachelor pad?
No
I,
problem.
I think I want to sit down. And he produces a fresh bottle of Isle of Skye whiskey, opens it, takes a swig himself, and then just offers it to Duncan as they're going upstairs.
Oh no, sir. Looks like you need that wee bit more than I do.
Damien takes a second sip and then corks it again.
So it's never something you thought about then, that everyone that can do what we do is not got the best intentions in.
Yes and no. I assume the two of them have,
Yeah, we're up there.
sat down on a couch or so.
Yeah.
Okay. Davian, okay. Here is my line of logic that I'd followed so far. Okay, I seem to be able to see and manipulate these forces, and that reality is a good deal different than I was taught at school. Okay, managed that, digested it, dealt with it.
Right, right.
Good. Then, of course, I'm there and thinking, what's special about me? And apart from the circumstances, nothing. Before I was awakened, I was a very boring bloke. Well, I guess you could say I still am, but there's definitely a little bit more about me now than before. And I'm a freaking cyborg. Gah. That's so weird. But anyway, apart from me touching the stone and having the whole hoopla that's happened to me and awakened me, I was a normal guy. As far as I know, I don't have werewolves in my ancestry or any weird vampire shit going out, and I'm actually very happy about that. Anyway, so I get to the realization, no, there will obviously be also other people like me out there. Fair enough. Then yeah. Okay, fair enough. So far I'd got, okay, there'll be other people. Well, what do normal people do? They group into groups. The seven traditions, the technocracy, and whatnot. Fair enough. I find the people, and they're very diverse. Some genuinely seem to want to help. Others are just off on some hobby horse of theirs. Probably me too, if I want to be honest. Oh well. I never said that I was a genius. And I also came across people who were very militaristic and stuff, but yeah, smart people can be really dumb sometimes. I hadn't fully mentalized also the fact, what about all the criminals? What about all the psychopaths that might awake? Religious zealots, and so on.
Well, that's just half the problem then.
God, I feel like an idiot.
Well, you gotta understand. Sometimes those fellas make stuff. That stuff gets pissed at what made them, and then it goes back after them. Or someone does something, doesn't finish the job, and that thing that comes from someplace else, that's supposed to still be a thing, comes after everyone else. Mind you, there are things that are outside what it is that we understand, and they can reach back into this world too. And sometimes they're not nice fellas either.
Yeah, as the little info I was able to gather, those forces that were trying to break into our plane of existence, I guess the only thing I have a reference for is literature, and that would be Lovecraftian, like old ones, ship beyond proper human comprehension.
Now, here's what's really going to ruffle your brain. Now, here we are.
Just a sec. Just a sec. He holds up a finger and opens the whiskey bottle and just takes a good long draft. And then corks it and puts it on the side. Puts the finger down. Sorry, Duncan. Please continue.
Oh, yeah, it just gets worse. Check this rabbit hole out here. So, who's minding the store then? Think about it. All this stuff that's happened.
Yeah. If I... Oh, fuck. Wait a sec. If somebody would have told me the story of what, for example, happened a few nights ago, that was beyond shit crazy. I mean, I've read my fair share of old fantasy, new fantasy, sci-fi. It was like out of those books, but just like cranked up to 11, just utter insanity. I mean, I was smoking a fucking spliff with a vampire, and he was surprisingly pleasant. But then again, I got my heart ripped out by SciShow. He tosses it. Okay, anyway, details, just horrific, weird, bizarre. Actually, at this point, I almost hope that I'm in a coma and I'm just dreaming the shit up because I don't know, I fell down some hole in a cave and people might have found me or whatever. But nah, man, I'm pretty afraid this is reality,
Well,
and I have to deal with it.
But here's the thing: no
Oh
one's
wait,
minding. No one's minding the store. All us meters are kind of going willy nilly through life, and no one's checking and making sure what's out there on the threshold, what's looking out, what's looking in. Things go unfinished. Things
and
go
and
undone.
and aren't there any like gate watchers, maybe specific mages who I don't know might be given the job to like keep an eye on things?
How do you?
Or
What? Well, why would they?
yeah, good question. Why would they? Ah, I can make reality my bitch, she said. Ah, yeah, with an attitude like that, I'm not surprised.
Well, so all manner of things are going to get snuck by. Everybody's all busy, worried about experimenting, expanding their magical knowledge or whatever. They're not, checking to see what's creeping in through the floorboards.
Ah, I should probably also check if any of my roads might have side effects.
Everything's got a side effect.
I have to say, so far things went on the whole pretty good for me, info-wise. I'm definitely a bit wiser to what I can do than I was when I came here.
It's
That's
not
for
just
sure.
about, it's not just about what ye can do. It's about what we all can do. Just imagine if we all decided to sit down on our little butts and decided to do something at the same time.
Oh my God, the potential is.
But just like you said earlier, we separate ourselves, and in doing so, everyone went their separate ways. Nobody knows how to come back together again. Unless there's a struggle, then we're all friends again. Isn't that interesting?
Could you please repeat that?
Okay.
I might have misheard you.
Let,
Sorry.
let me see your hand, son.
Okay, Damien stretches out his hand.
Okay. You see all these nice little fingers? They're all great on the end of your hands, and they let you grasp things. Yeah.
Yes, my primate hand. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now bring it together.
He closes it to a fist.
Hmm. See what happens when all those separate things come together to one thing.
Oh, you mean like the arrows that when they're bound together, they cannot be broken, while one single can be broken.
Oh, aye, sir.
Got the metaphor, just knew it from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, if we were united in purpose, I'm actually when we are united in purpose, and that's something I did see the last two nights, we managed to pull shit off that a single of us, not on your life. Single on our own, we wouldn't have managed it. If
The
it
bad,
wouldn't have
fel-
been
the
for
bad fellows,
Tyron
the
to
bad,
rally
fellows,
us.
the bad fellows know how to work together too. Just let that sink in.
Out of character, what did you say?
He said,
Sorry, I
he said,
really didn't hear that one properly.
he said the bad fellows know how to work together too. Just let that sink in.
Well, yes, if you already have organized crime in, amongst sleepers, it only follows that mages with a certain proclivity would repeat that behavior.
You're thinking too small, son. Expand your mind. Take a step out of the normal.
Okay. Damien closes his eyes, concentrates, makes some type of combination rune on his mind. On his forehead, without drawing anything, just like doing it with the finger. Opens, goes, okay, let's see what we can free associate here. I think I'm seeing some threads. The bad guys can organize themselves too. Let's see. Vampires, they have proven that they have a hierarchy and work. Okay, they can organize themselves.
You're going in the
Although
wrong
they,
direction, son.
huh?
You're going in the wrong direction, son.
Okay, sticking with mages. Okay, we have got the nine traditions. They themselves. A good example would be the Akashic Brotherhood that does human trafficking and all sorts of
Damien.
shady and immoral shit.
Damien.
Then,
Damien.
then yeah.
You're working with things you know. Talk about things you didn't know.
He cocks his head to the side inquisitively.
Okay? You know the traditions, you know the technocracy. Hell,
Yeah,
you even know marauders.
okay, yeah, yes.
But what's outside of that?
The triad.
No, sir, no, sir.
Hmm.
Outside of the things you understand. how often is it the person we're looking for a mage that's a member in good standing of the Order of Hermes and easily found, or a member in good standing of this, that, and the third, or a crazy
Mm-hmm.
mirage,
Yeah,
or
yeah. I get. Okay. Uh, yeah. How come the people that are supposedly in good standing fucking up that badly, basically?
well, no. What I'm saying is they're never easy to spot because they're people that they want to avoid notice. So it's some fella living out in the woods that got a little bit of magical training, but no one was looking for what he was doing because he wasn't doing it the way that everybody else does it.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Or he got help from outside, from a ghost or a demon or whatever.
Uh-huh. Oh, are you talking about sorcery?
No, I'm talking about people that don't fit the mold of what we consider mages.
Okay. Um, I think you'll have to educate me on that one as well.
Okay, so let's say a person awakens, never finds the magical traditions, and he's really salty about it. And he
Uh-huh.
goes batshit crazy. And he reaches outside to the other side, and that thing on the other side decides to train him how to do things. So the thing on the other side, and this fella right here, what has no connection to the magical traditions in any way, shape, or form, has
Uh-huh.
no traditional training whatsoever, wants to
Yeah.
do bad things, and has someone encouraging him to do bad things. So he does bad things because he wants to. Who's looking for him? No one.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. Oh shit. For example, I awoke, but what if I wouldn't have uh, gotten some instructions in the form of a book that then led me to people who could give me more info?
Or what if it turned into a douchebag and you decided to go batshit crazy and create a bunch of weapons that were made out of the strange matter that you'd learned to manipulate and decided that people just needed to die?
Yeah, or just fuck with people because I felt like, heh, I'm a puppet master. I can manipulate strands of fate. What is that? You piss me off. To be fair, I often just try not to go into that, area of thought in the first place.
You
Uh,
do.
but, but even I just need one really bad day, as the Joker liked to say, and even I could go bananas.
What's to stop you?
Um, right now,
No, yeah, no. I mean, no. In that vein, what's to stop
aha. If people would know about it or would know that I was planning to do stuff, I bet I could do some pretty nasty damage before anyone got wise to it. And I might even have pissed off somewhere else and could theoretically go and do a lot of harm until people would find me and put me down.
you? That's what we're fighting, son.
Our human nature, in other words.
We're fighting everything's nature. That's what we're fighting. But the negative stuff is what we're really fighting. But only if you want to, because there's nothing says you have to. Isn't that crazy? You see any mage police out there?
No, not really.
You see any groups dedicated to the protection of this, that, or the other?
Uh, uh, hmm. Hmm.
And all of us can do things. It's just whether or not we want to. That's why they call us will workers. We will work or we won't.
Hmm.
For instance, I've taken upon myself to be a friend to the dead, to speak for them that can't do it, as my ancestors have always done before me. But that's
Mm-hmm.
a choice. I don't have to choose to do that. I could choose to do what Gravedigger does and bind them all to me and gain ultimate stupid dead man power. That's a choice I have.
Oh, uh, yeah. To be fair, at some point I will have to face the big questions. Who am I? What do I want out of life? And what the hell am I going to do? with the abilities that I've ended up with.
Some people ask themselves that question and decide they want to take over. Watch the world burn.
Well, I live in this world. Burning it to a crisp is just
Yeah,
counterproductive.
not really. This world's not your only option, is it?
Well, I'm not a planeswalker, if you
No,
pardon
you're
the.
not, but other fellas might be. Let's say they make a deal for ultimate power, but they have to go to get the collect thing. They have to go to another world to get it. But if they give this world to that person, they get what they want. So what's to stop them? Because they know they're going to win in the end.
Um, I
Oh,
guess only their own moral compass, I
well,
guess.
if your moral compass is already that skewed, what's it going to do to stop? Nothing. I say all this to say this:
Mm-hmm.
what we're fighting is what we choose to fight. What we see is what we choose to look at, and our allies are those that we choose to make our allies, because nothing is set in stone.
That is true. Even solid matter is technically nothing else than very dense energy. Hmm. So one could say what one is shouting out into the universe by one's actions, one's thoughts, and so on, will be coming back as an echo.
Well, that is one of the oldest rules.
You know what?
That is one of the oldest rules, isn't it?
Yes, and I don't know if the rule of three applies, but if you do bad, it'll come three times worse back to you,
Well,
and also the good stuff, apparently,
well, you could just choose.
according to the tale.
You could always just choose not to be a jerk.
Well, I hope I've never been a jerk to you, my good fellow. I actually quite enjoy your company.
I quite like me too.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I should be thinking about that. I mean, I wasn't just blindly going to learn about spheres. I there was a selfish motivation behind it.
Aye, sir.
Well, depending on who you ask. But as you might have heard or not, I've still got some living family back in the old country.
As do I.
Yeah. Uh, let's just say that these relatives are quite dear to me, and I am actually trying to learn enough spheres that I could help them awaken.
Is that what you want to do then?
Mm, that has been my plan so far, yes.
Why? Did they come to you and say, "Hey, we want to awaken too"?
Hmm. No.
So you're choosing that for them then?
If I would go through with it and I would succeed, yeah, you're right. I'd be robbing them of their agency. There we go.
You'd be doing what you wanted, though, wouldn't you?
But yeah, would I be doing them a favor if I awoke them?
That's are you making that again? You're making that choice for them, whether or not you're doing them a favor. You didn't ask them. You didn't say, "Hey, son, let me show you how to." Because remember, once you can see the bad stuff can see you too.
Oh, you mean like the well, looking too deep into it?
No, I mean you're not a threat if you're a regular person, but when you're a person like us, things see as a challenge, and you're gonna take them under your wing and give them this and give them in depth training in warfare and magical understanding, so that they can stand against the things that would come against them.
Yeah, that was my original motivation. My parents, yes, because knowing what I know, I just constantly feel uneasy. What if a fucking vampires or other ghoulies would try to go for them? I really would like to know that I would have at least giving them a fighting chance, and also to see the world for what it is, and not that lie that is pulled over the eyes of so many.
We tell children lies all the time to make them feel safer.
Hmm.
But in the end, you're gonna do what you're gonna do, and I'll only take your agency. Feel free to take your parents though.
Sorry, I didn't catch the last part.
Because I'll only take your agency. Do as you like, but you feel free to take your parents. Have fun with that.
I hadn't properly thought about that. To be fair, I was also wrapped up in all the quote unquote adventures that I've been either dragged along or accidentally got myself into myself, or even the last one that, to be fair, that was my decision. So it's my bad that I ended up with an animatronic heart. Fucking cyborgs. Weird. But yeah, didn't think about that one. Thank you for putting this mirror in front of my face, in a manner of speaking.
I don't do much else.
Are you secretly a fucking guru? Because I know they like to do shit like that.
No, I'm just disgusting.
I. By the way, would you like some of the whiskey?
No, not yet, but thank you for the offer.
You know what? I'll just leave it here.
Oh, how kind of you.
You've been also kind to me, in your own way.
I try, sir. I try.
Yeah. Okay. So that's food for thought for later, because I actually came because of other questions to you.
Okay.
Okay. And Damien just reflexively pulls out 2 glasses and fills them and leaves them on the side. Okay. So one of the other adventures that I got dragged along to was breaking into a Cipher 9 headquarters to get information and find out where the hell they are keeping Gravedigger. I personally have never met the guy. But the other mages that were around were basically going, hey, would you be willing to help and stuff? And me being the helpful idiot that I sometimes are, no, that I constantly am. Well, tough luck. Basically, got dragged along. We managed to get in. We managed to get the information that he is being mind controlled on some either interplanetary or interdimensional type of spaceship kind of shit. Yeah, this is way above my pay grade anyway. But but the whole thing is, since you already mentioned Gravedigger, my first question would be, what can you tell me about the guy?
He's a necromancer. He's English. I don't like him much. Why?
Well, I already understood that by English, but What kind of necromancer? Just somebody who talks to the dead, or more the, fantasy
Why
raising
do you ask?
bones? Huh?
Why do you ask? To determine his nature, it would be best to do so on your own, don't you think?
Well, I can badly do that since I don't have a spaceship.
No, I mean,
And ask him in person.
why do you want to know? He's a mage. He's in trouble. Why do the other quibbles matter? Big picture, son. Very simple. Do you think that this mage, held as he is, should be held where he is?
Okay, no, he's definitely being held by another group of lunatics.
So,
And they are, and the fact that they're not just keeping him as a prisoner, but also mind controlling him, that's some pretty big red flags for me. No, it's surely not a good place for him to be.
so
But I thought this time it might be a bit smarter to find out who the hell we are actually saving.
you'll be saving the head of the disparates in this area.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know that. I haven't come across a phone book that has, head of the Akashic Brotherhood, head of this, head of that, and so on. So please forgive my ignorance.
No problem. But more importantly, you're saving somebody who doesn't want to be where they are.
That's true. Okay, fair enough. Guess I'll see what. We'll see what we'll have liberated. But yes, at the end of the day, if I were in that situation, I would also be happy if people would try to come and save me. I probably doubt it because I'm a fucking nobody, but it would be nice to think that.
Are you there?
Yeah?
Okay then.
Okay. Second question. Have you ever heard about something called Stygian stones? Those are
I
supposedly those are supposedly stones that would help us break the mind control, which makes sense. Last thing we want is him going all Renfield on us.
well, yeah, I've heard of him.
hmm
Good luck
Would
getting.
you? hmm How easy or difficult? Well, if one would want to acquire such stones,
You have to go to
what?
the necropolis
Okay, Damien starts noting necropolis.
in the Shadowlands.
Fair enough. At least thanks to the Umbral maps, I've got an idea. What? Okay, fair enough. Shadowlands.
Allegedly, Stygian stone's the foundation of the city. Allegedly.
Foundation of the necropolis. Allegedly, citation needed. Okay, you said that they are allegedly the foundation of this necropolis in the Shadowlands. Let me guess. Just let me guess. It's probably very hard to get your hands on such stones because they'll probably be spirits that be very pissed off at anyone trying to steal them. Am
Ghosts
I
are,
right?
ghosts are not spirit. Ghosts are spirit-like.
hmm
They might take umbrage at taking a piece of their city, but again, they might not.
Uh,
Depends on which of the dead you're talking to. And if you can even get over to the Shadowlands, which I can rather easily, don't know how about others.
I can only see the spirit side currently. Okay. Another question for later, but okay, right now. Okay. Is there any known gauntlet or portal or something in that direction where we could find it, or is that something that we'll have to find out?
Well, you're a person with an understanding of that sort of material could probably sense any of it if it was around on this side of the shroud, but I would be surprised if there was any.
He gives Duncan a slightly weird look, like, huh? What? Huh? You know, that kind of look.
This is this side of the shroud. Okay, it's really simple. There's the quick, which is us, and there's the dead, which is them. Are separated. They have their side, we have ours.
Yes.
Sometimes there's places what's thinner, but not very many. So you'd have
Aha.
so you'd have to go to where they are. Just remember, going there's levels, there's layers of the other side. You understand that then?
Yeah. I mean, Dante's Inferno speaks about such a system where you've got different circles, they call them,
Well, this is
in the
different.
underworld.
This is different layers. The underworld is the bottommost, and generally the only way to get there is to die.
Yeah.
There are other ways, but that's the most likely. That's the place where you guarantee to get yourself Stygian stone. Could be some on this side of the shroud, but I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have ken because I didn't ken anyone who has any.
Fair enough. Of course, Ken, knowing Kennen. Yeah. hmm Now, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, fair enough. hmm Uh, have you got a rough idea on which level this necropolis might be?
Every great city has its own necropolis.
Okay, every city has. Is that maybe like some sort of reflection of the big graveyards that big cities like Dublin tend to have?
No, it's a reflection of Dublin itself, only done dead style.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think I can make myself a picture. Okay, interesting. Notes it down. Yeah. Have you ever read any stories about somebody trying to do what some of the mages will be trying to, and that is acquiring Stygian stones?
Oh, the Athanatos kill themselves and go over there all the time. There's a special trick to do it. I do it because, well, my ancestors have been going to the other side since time has been time. We have a knack for it.
Well, there's a family tradition, definitely. Well, I don't know any Euthanatos, nor am I one, as far as I know. So, okay, that's going to be fun.
As
Out
I've
of
suffused myself with the energies from the other side, I'm a wee bit more protected than others are.
Yeah, of course, that would be another. People would definitely have to see that they can get some sort of wall protection up, or rituals, or whatever.
If you think that would work, sure, go right ahead.
Although, yeah, first of all, if you go into the Shadowlands, you are in the between world between the living and the dead.
And you're also dead.
And oh, so you leave your mortal coil behind.
Oh, I don't,
Ah,
but you do.
if I were able to, what did you call it? Step sideways?
Steps. Oh my Jesus! No, stepping sideways will not take it to the Shadowlands.
As I said, feel free to educate me. I'm more than happy to learn this. I'd rather learn it now than when I
Stepping
would
side.
really need.
It's more like you either step up, you step to the side, or you step down.
Okay, Shadowlands stepping down, right?
I
Okay. No idea what's on the sideways. Doesn't matter. It's currently not that important. Up sounds, to be fair, like ascending to higher levels. I
good.
don't know, maybe heavens or
I mean,
whatnot,
it's
Asgard
where
or whatever.
it's where things are of the mind. From what I hear, never been there before. Can't even see it.
Oh, yeah, of course, you said last time you're very much stuck with one sphere.
That's the
But you're really good at it.
I
That
am.
wasn't meant as a criticism.
Oh, I'm sure. Sure, you would never criticize me. We're friends, Damien.
Wait, no, that's not true. Criticize you? Yes, but I definitely didn't seek to insult you. That's what I should have said.
Oh, I take no insult at your words as a simple observation. I take no umbrage. No offense has been taken. No one has been given either.
Good, good, good. Okay, okay, back on track. Okay, so I've got some info on the Stygian stones, where they could possibly be found. Um, Obviously, it'll need people who are able to step down, and people should. Okay, you also said it depends how we approach the dead.
Damien, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You're mages, after all.
Yeah. Okay, so I probably should maybe worry a bit less about that. Okay.
No, oh no, you should definitely worry. It's a worrisome thing. However, there's more than one way to do what it is you're seeking.
And that is to free
Oh no, that's
Grave Digger's
no.
mind. I thought
You
that
need
was.
you need Stygian stone. Who says you have to go to Stygia to get it?
Which means we would have to find someone who at least knows someone who might be selling, or at the very least owns Stygian stones.
You might be able to sense it. You might get lucky. Who knows?
Hmm. Good point. Good point. Yeah, come to think of it, I wouldn't be surprised if Rumpelstiltskin would be the kind of guy who would know how to get shit like that. I
Oh, it
mean,
never hurt.
yeah, as much as I would. Well, who's to say that I have to owe him more favors? After all, I'm providing the info.
And there you are, son. Using your brain.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't mean I have to be an asshole about it, but I'm the guy doing the legwork here. Other people can also pitch in. Only sounds fair if you ask me. Okay, good. We have that. Exactly, you said you can step down, but not sideways, no. Okay, then of course asking you about that. Mm-hmm. What do you know about the Cypher 9 program? This is
Very
also partially good information for me to have, but it surely will help because apparently they'll seem
I
to be
know that he's.
traveling up or
I know that
whatnot.
he. I know that he knows you're asking about the Cypher 9 program.
He
I
knows?
also know. Oh, I. He also knows that you're planning to come after him.
Oh, Damien just face palms. Of course, and he knocks against his chest, a slight metallic sound reverberating from it. Because of this shit.
Oh no, because he's got the chronopticon.
Okay. Probably have to do with something with time, but what is it?
He can see all the events from since the Big Bang. He can plan for anything that's planned.
Oh, okay. That Damien scribbles frantically that piece of information down, big exclamation marks.
Oh, now you've written it down, have you? Now he definitely knows you're coming. Ha
Oh well, it seems that I'm fucked one way or the other,
Oh,
so might as well be thorough.
I've I've told people how to deal with him, but they've chosen not to listen. So
You know what? Uh, he closes the notebook, puts it on the side. Okay, I'm willing to listen. Sorry if I was an idiot.
I never said you were an idiot. I said you weren't paying attention.
Yeah, okay. You have told people how to deal with this.
Oh no,
Very
never said.
peculiar.
I've never told you about how to deal with him. I told you what he was capable of. And I told you there could be ways to circumvent that. That's what I said. Never told you what to do.
Fair point. I have to watch my words a bit better.
It's not words, it's intention. See, because you're looking for a goal. You have a goal. A goal means a plan. A plan means you can see it forming.
If I don't have a plan, he can't plan for it.
Now you have a plan.
I don't have a plan,
Of
and
course you do.
Damien smiles.
Yes, you do. You have a result. You have a result that you would like. It's in your head now. That's how powerful the chronoticon is.
Understood.
Actions not yet taken. Plans. The man has got the highest tech. Well, he has things. He's using the things to see the things that we're going to do to come after him. If we plan to come after him, and if we have a goal. There's one person what had a way to fix it. They chose not to.
Oh, okay. That seems. Oh well, it's obvious how that seems.
You go speak to your school chums and see what you guys can come up with. But keep in mind to not keep thinking.
I'll keep that most definitely in mind. God, this is some Twilight Zone shit here.
No, Twilight Zone sometimes has a happy ending.
Okay, this is some Black Mirror shit. As far as I know, there is no happy ending in that series.
Just remember, there's no. That's just how a conspiracy works. Once you think you have it figured out, you're fucked.
Funny how that goes.
Aye, most humorous.
Well, it's not humorous, but we say that because it's part of language convention.
I think it's funny.
But yeah, it's funny in a tragic way. I have to agree. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Quite frankly, this sounds like something that once I've delivered my info, I've got a strong feeling that I just want to then distance myself from it.
Why? You're scared?
You know what?
Are you scared?
You know what? Yes, I
Good.
am.
Good. There's good. Good job.
No, I'm not that fucking insecure that I won't say that I'm afraid. There's nothing wrong about being afraid. That shit keeps you alive sometimes. Keeps you on your fucking toes. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Stygian stones. Right thing. Deliver the info. Definitely ask myself some very important questions. And definitely do some life decisions.
Right?
Mm. On a completely different note and unrelated, I'm planning of installing a nice big hot tub at my place. It's a cute little bungalow that I recently acquired. Uh, you know, if you fancy for a swing by, we could give it a test run.
Well, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, because I think even you are probably sick and tired of people like me showing up and you know, with all the craziness, and nobody seems to just be inviting people over for, I don't know, a nice dinner, maybe a visit to the circus or whatever. You know, just something social, something normal, for the lack of a better word.
But pencil me in.
Sure thing, mate. Cool. Good. Um, okay. Now to a different question that I alluded to earlier. Uh, if I would want to learn to step down, would I be inviting a lot of trouble just by
No.
learning it?
Oh no. You have to find someone to teach you though.
That is true. Yeah. Would you be willing?
I can't. The ritual involves magics that I've not got access to because I do it differently. I don't need. I never learned to. I never had to do it that way because it wasn't the way that my people do it. And the reason that my people do it the way they do it is because of the deals that we've made and the
Understood, because you're a different kind of mage.
no, not because I'm a different kind of mage, because I'm a different kind of being entirely.
Well, okay, yeah. Sorry, you actually went over that. Yeah, because you're a not mage.
Oh, I'm a mage, just like you, but different. I've made different choices, and some choices were made for me.
Yeah, well, I've learnt my lesson. I'm definitely not giving Sideshow anything in the hand that I wouldn't be willing him shoving in me. So, and no, I don't like that kind of stuff. So, best not give the guy anything, quite frankly.
If you think that he's the problem, then he's your problem, isn't he?
Hmm, probably not. I still think that he has got certain traits that would merit the word monster, yes. But no, he's only a problem if I make it my problem.
Could be that his nature's offensive. All of these are your choices. Choose to make him a problem, he's a problem. You see he's a monster, he's a monster. All up to you, really. Do as you like.
You know what? I've already got enough problems. I don't need an extra monster there, so no. There we go. He does his shit. I do my shit. Hopefully I don't have to see much more of his shit. And at this point, there wouldn't be any point in trying to go after him. He'd squish me like a fucking bug.
If you say so.
Well, at this point, for sure. This isn't even a whole mental state of mind thing. It's pretty proven.
Okay.
I've been able to see the shit that he can do. And it definitely exceeded what I was expecting, so.
I'll take your word for it. You saw what you saw, and you've gleaned what you've gleaned. You must be telling the truth from your own perspective. And that's the most important. Is it not?
As far as I know, yes, I'm telling the truth.
As far as you know?
As far as I know. If some of that stuff was illusion, well, it depends. Do I think it's illusion or don't I? Do I bother myself with it or not?
You ask yourself a lot of questions, boy.
And why is it wrong to be curious?
I never said it was. I simply made a statement of what was going on in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, at some point I would be curious. At some point I definitely would like to learn more. Not just about stepping down, but more about the spirits. Because if I choose to go back and be an archaeologist, I'm bound to bump into some ghosts, or maybe even the odd wraith.
Okay. If you can't see them, they generally leave you alone.
I was just thinking, then again, most of the places I dig are many thousands of years old. I think most of the spirits will have passed on, or actually have been dealt, or not even have hung on this side.
You think that, do you?
But then again, I'm talking from a place where I've got too little data. I know too little. So I could be horribly wrong, he says with a smile.
You could be.
But yeah, well, that's assuming that you would teach me.
Assuming that I would teach you what?
Some more knowledge in the spirits.
That's very vague, sir.
How to step down, interact with the shroud, stuff like that.
I'd be willing to teach you if you could do it. Out of character, what's your spirit? Your character's spirit rating?
Spirit level 1.
Yeah. You're not going anywhere for a long while, boy.
To be fair, maybe it's better that way. Or for the moment.
If you continue progressing in your version of the spirit world, There's some choices that you're gonna have to make.
Mm-hmm.
Just think on it. Don't make any rash decisions tonight.
Hmm. And he takes the glass that still has whiskey in it, the shot glass, and shoots it down. I think I get the message. But of course, that's only my interpretation of the situation. Don't worry, I'm aware of that. No, I don't feel like rash decisions right now. I've had my fill of them, and I'm stuffed.
That was funny. I like that.
Huh. And they always say we Germans wouldn't have any humor. Yeah. All right. So that's that. I've got the info, and I shall think carefully about all that you've told me this fine. Thank you once again for having me. Thank you for putting up with me.
Anytime, sir. You're a fine fellow to chew the fat with. Have a chin wag.
Sorry, what does chewing the fat mean? Sorry, mate. I
It's
don't.
nice to talk to you.
Ah, well, I always enjoy our talks. I never go out bored.
I
That's
always.
for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, fair enough. Well, guess we'll be seeing each other. The usual for me doing my training and stuff.
I'll see you bright and early when you show up.
Definitely. But I will not keep you up any longer. Please give your Nan a big hello from me. Hope she's doing well. And okay, I'll jigger off. I'll jigger off.
See you
By the way,
later. I said, see you later then. He gives you a big hug.
uh, for a moment, Damien hesitates, but then he actually gives a hug back, and it seems to be sincere.
There you go. There you go. All that warmth and stuff. There's no warmth. His skin is actually really cold.
Damien would just say, "Yeah, thanks, mate. I feel better already.
So do I.
You're a cool dude."
Thank you. I think. Is that good?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Cool as in wicked, awesome. Those kind of words.
thank you very much, sir. I'm honored.
Sure thing. Damien packs his stuff together. And Simi goes, "Okay, see you next time. And next time we'll hammer out a date for that hot tub."
That sounds very strange, but okay.
I told you about that. Just
I'm just joking.
I'm hopeless at this stuff. Oh well, could be worse. And Damien gives Duncan a bow and leaves the scene, leaves the building, with a lot of things on his mind.
Thanks, players, for playing. Thanks, watchers, for watching. This has been another presentation of Darkness. Oh,
Wait. Hello there.
hello there. Oh,
The time people are easily stopping, but they'll be back. And in great numbers.
um,
who did someone just walk into Duncan's gym?
No, I just wanted to see how you guys were doing. 'Cause I think what if you wanted to ask questions or something.
No, we're good.
Okay.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Thank you, for a wild and magical, Mr. Healy.